Portia was not prepared to continue with this discussion. She has gone home. We don't condone or excuse physical violence in any circumstance. What happened?
Well, we were talking back and forth. All I know is she got up out of her seat and stood in front of me. I stood up, and she just kind of lost control.
That's how you saw it? You were pointing that thing in her face, and you also screaming through the bullhorn in her face. And that's a violation also. Even though you didn't hit her, it is a violation. You had it this close in her face.
When she got up, nothing was in her face.
Well, I'm just saying, you're not innocent. You put it in her face.
This is not about being innocent, okay? I think that we're adults, we're women, and we're able to sit on this couch because we can control ourselves. We fight with our words. I am one of the best at it. If you feel like you cannot defend yourself after you tell lies or you say things and you don't want someone to have a response, then you don't need to be sitting here.
Violating someone's physical space is something that has come up this season, and it's come up in the past. Candy, you have a big problem
I have a
with
big
this.
issue with that. But to me, when you start getting too close, like, it's a threatening situation. I thought that they was just going to talk back and forth, but you never know where it's going to go when you're that close and you're angry and, you know,
That
it's
being
just too
said,
much.
I mean, just to be clear, physical contact is not the correct response to someone getting in their personal
and also,
space.
in terms of the law, let's explain
my
this.
face.
In terms of
you
the
don't
law,
come in my physical space. You're threatening me.
But at
when
the
you
same
step that
time,
close to
you
me,
do
you're
not
threatening me.
elevate a situation. And in terms of the law, it says if you are feeling a certain way and you're feeling angry, it is not the correct response to elevate that situation. You withdraw. That's the law.
I'm curious, and Cynthia, you were in the middle of it. Was there anything, as provocative as Kenya was being with her wand and with her bullhorn, did you feel that she was potentially going to strike Portia, or was Portia under attack in a physical way?
No, I did not feel like Portia was under attack. We're here to answer a lot of hard questions. And we're not going to like all of them. You know, we're going to be uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, I do not feel like anybody should, like, actually physically fight each other. I just don't feel like that.
I don't feel that way either. And I know we're all on the show, and I know we're going to answer questions that's uncomfortable, but I also don't need your hand up in my face.
I'm just having a little bit of fun, and it has nothing to do with physically threatening someone.
That's not, put that in somebody's face. That's not fun.
Is that?
It's not fun to do that.
Well, you know what?
Especially
that
when somebody
response
isn't
from
feeling
you and Phaedra is not surprising to me.
Listen, I'm not Portia. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm very smart.
And I'm not going to go
I am
back
very
and forth
sane.
with you, so we
and
can
I'm
just
only
move
telling
on.
you what the deal is, okay?
I'm not
You can
interested.
either respect it or not. It is a violation to point anything in my face, okay?
Understanding what you're saying, that you were trying to be playful with the scepter, do you understand how someone could feel threatened by it or uncomfortable with it?
I don't think that's what her issue is. I think her issue is far, wide, and deep, and I don't think it has anything to do with a prop. I'm not a psychiatrist.
Goodness.
I'm not going to try to shrink her.
So you think that if you had not had the props and y'all were just going back and forth, you think that it still would have happened that way?
I'm not going to predict someone else's behavior. When I see someone cross the line, they're capable of anything. When we had an altercation in Anguilla, I've never been so mad in my entire life because I was offended to my core. I got up, I got in someone's face, I said what I had to say, I fought intelligently, and I twirled away. You don't put your hands on anyone, and anyone who does should be punished, and they should not be allowed to sit on this couch. I have come a long way from the girl that I used to be. Growing up in Detroit, I had to fight for everything. I had to fight to get to school on time. I had to fight predators.
Is this the color purple?
All the time. It was really
all
difficult.
My life, I had to fight.
We're on television. We represent a certain culture, a certain race, and we're women. And we all should stick together when it comes to violence against women, whether it's women on women or men on women. That's something that should never divide us. Whether you like me or not, or she likes me or not, right is right and wrong is wrong. And violence against women on any level is wrong, period.
I think everybody could agree with that.
Kenya has a way of provoking people. I mean, and that's just the truth. And so, you know, I love Portia to death, and I just hate that it you know, happened like this today.
You know, oftentimes before reunion, we get these phone calls. And if a girl
this
has...
her second reunion. How many reunions?
Yes, I got phone calls. I remember getting a phone call from Nene last reunion about Phaedra and talking about...
Oh, I remember getting a phone call from you about the Phaedra.
Yeah, we were talking about, you know, the fact that Nene doesn't like Phaedra, why she feels that she needs to get her during the reunion, and so...
Now, who did you get that call from
like,
about let's get her?
I got the phone call from you.
Oh, don't play, Kenya.
Oh, yes.
Don't play.
I got the phone call from you.
Hold on,
and this
baby.
happens.
Let me just say this, Andy. I'm not even finna talk to you about it, because now you finna try to go dirty, okay?
Oh, no, I don't try to go dirty. You can't win playing dirty. I think you know that. You can't win playing dirty. You can't win playing dirty. I think you know that.
I had a problem with Phaedra. I told Phaedra, and guess what? We have squashed it. She's been very public about how she feels. Now, but you're not coming over here breaking nothing. This is not the weakest link, boo-boo. And anytime I feel any way about anybody, I will let them know. Good night, Kenya, because you get nothing else from me today. Goodbye. Don't make me call Portia.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what? Don't make me call Marlo.
Okay, all right, everybody. I do want to move on. Nene.